Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the 2023 Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships. We are here for round 2 back nine coverage presented by Discraft. I want to give a big shout out to the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour for having Gatekeeper all year long, as well as our Patreon supporters. If you want to become a Patreon, head over $5 a month. Gets you early access to videos as well as some giveaways. My name is Chris German. We have Derek Skoll. We're back for the back nine. This is going to lead us to our final 4 members.
Yeah, and like you said, up and down round for most of our guys here. Elvis with the most green on the scorecard thus far.
As we move into hole 10, the shortest hole in the course, only 50 meters, par 3. Nice straight shot. It's almost one of those shots that's too short.
Yeah, and really only one way to get there.
Yeah, just throw a straight shot just like that. Elvis should be adding on another birdie. Kind of got a low-key turkey there at the end of the front nine. Gustav looking at his first turkey of the round.
And even with coming in contact with some of those late trees still in the circle. That, however, for Josef is not quite ideal.
And that's just been the theme of Josef's round, though. Just guardian trees, keeping them outside comfort zone when it comes to putting, and then not executing on those putts. Dennis, 1 under now. And another bogey for Josef. He's going to have to put up a miraculous end here to give himself a chance. I would say top 4 of 8 players making it. You want to at least, win your card, if not second place. Once you start being 3rd or 4th on the card, odds are there's someone on the other card shooting hot as well.
All right, a par 4 for our hole 11, 440 foot, 134 meter, basically gradual movement all the way to the left. We got a Mando here close to the green, mounded green as well.
Oh, so lucky. That tree keeps them within manageable range to get up and down, maybe even a birdie. Gustav right on the edge of the left. And terrible kick there, and you can just see the sigh. Josef just struggling to get down the fairways here. Such a good forehand from Elvis. Puts him in a good spot. Should be able to get par, no problem. As Dennis elects to just stop even trying the run up, goes standstill, and throws a great shot.
Executes.
Wow, love that. Josef, a cut roller there, keeping him outside the circle. Good shot from Gustav. Elvis just going to lay up for his par. Couple strokes to play with, knowing you're more than 2 over the rest of your card. Puts you in a good spot as Josef, the wheels are off.
Oh, man. You hate to see it.
That's going to be his second double of the round. Gustav, 4 in a row. A lot of green on that scorecard now. Great shot from Dennis as well with that standstill. And then Josef with the double. He was the only member out of the 8 players that took a bogey or worse. So at this point, he just wants to go home, I think. We're going to move into hole 12, 289 feet, 88 meters. Another straight shot. That's the theme here at this course. Throw what you know and throw it straight. Got a really tight gap. About a third of the way down the fairway. As sometimes you just
single thing.
Sometimes you just get lucky at this course. That has been the theme as well. Some people have missed their lines and have gotten through. That gets just around those trees. Man, these guys are coming in hot. They must have had their Wheaties.
Do they have Wheaties in Sweden?
What cereal do you guys eat over in Sweden? I might not eat cereal. There's a bunch of sugar in it, so. Elvis gets caught up as well, and that's not the first time that he's had a tree stop him inside the circle.
We are seeing a ton of uncharacteristic play from Josef. It just looks like the stroke is just not working today. And sometimes the body just doesn't want to play nice.
And Dennis missing his putt. This is Josef for his par. It's a good par save from Dennis. The other guys should be looking at bogey or birdies here. Elvis bringing it to 6. 6 was the highest score that we saw from our card in round 1. Gustav keeping that scorecard green. Adds another one as he's starting to creep up with Elvis. Looking good.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
Hole 13, 243 foot, 74 meter par 3. We're going to have another relatively short one. Going to be carrying to the right here. So if you have a forehand, now's the time to use it.
Gustav. Caught up a little early.
That's just a good.
This is,
oh.
I was going to say that was looking so good, and then he hits that last tree there on the left. Should be a park job for our lefty.
Coming in a little hot.
Yeah, maybe trying to put it in the basket. Another unsuccessful shot from Josef. And that's kind of the tough part of this format is we play all year and then it comes down to Elvis has his leg in between the rocks there. Comes down really to you got one round, and if you don't execute on that one round, you're going home. And I mean, we're seeing that with Josef right now, where sometimes like the second card already played around today, so they have a little bit of an advantage already seeing the course, a little more warmed up. So a lot of different dynamics and elements that come into play with this format.
Yeah, I was gonna, say we can't even really blame it on any type of fatigue because these are the guys that haven't played yet today.
Yeah, Gustav with another birdie. Dennis chasing him down as well, trying to catch him. We're going to move into hole 14, 194 meter par 4. Back out into the open, which means there's some OB to contend with. Some OB over there to the left. We have another one of those kind of straight fairways, but has a little bit of a serpentine feel to it. Basket tucked over there to the right. Some guardian trees you have to miss on your second shot. You can see the wind is blowing.
That's been a common theme here for this event.
Yeah, this day it was very windy, gusty. We saw a little bit of rain earlier.
Great drive.
Gustav making it look easy. Lefty puts out a good forehand. And Elvis just making this round look so nonchalant, just so easy. And that right there, that is a crush. Might be looking right at the basket from over there. Good to see a good rip from Josef there. Hopefully that's not too tucked behind that tree.
Oh, wow. Narrowly missing that. Heading right over the catch cam's head. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a clear disc. Those are the scary ones. Those are the ones you don't see until last second.
Looking like slightly into the sun as well.
Oh, no.
I don't really know what more to say about what we're watching here with Josef. Unfortunately, bad days, they come up. They happen.
Yeah, good execution there. We'll be able to save his par. As that, wow, what a drive. To only have 120 feet. I mean, that was a 500-foot drive, basically. Ooh.
Like you said, Elvis making it look easy.
Back of the basket. That was a good angle to see that. That was very close to spitting out through the backside. So we see the easiest birdie of the day for Gustav.
Hole 15, the island hole, 246 foot, 75 meter, par 3. Slight gap coming out of the tee area, but really just throwing something that finesses right in there because, as I said, not too far of a hole, so it could be very easy to overpower it.
Gustav, he's going to add another birdie to this immaculate run. That's going to be 8 in a row for Gustav.
Really good ground play for Elvis's shot. Just kind of sat right where it landed. We are 3 for 3 on the island here, folks.
Yeah, compared to what we saw in the first round, this is a great-looking series of shots. And Josef does the right at it play. CTP, baby.
That's got to be a good pick-me-up for him.
Yeah, feel good to finally stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that you're out of it at this point in just the home stretch, but I think it makes the pill go down a little easier if you can at least put something together on your last few holes.
Dennis still trying to keep up with Gustav, who has been on a tear, catching all the way up to Elvis, only one stroke off. Left, 300 foot, 92 meter par 3. Couple trees to miss. Pretty open though, so you have a couple lines you can take. You can go to the right of the tree, which would probably be the line we see the most, but there is a line to the left. You can go right at the basket.
Lucky kick there towards the center of the fairway.
Yes, I think that's going to end the birdie streak for Gustav, unless he throws it in.
We have an entirely new route here coming from Elvis. Overthrowing the hole.
Yeah, Tombstone circles edge. Dennis getting lucky as well with the tree kick. Josef going big hyzer as well.
Yeah, that's the widest hyzer I've ever seen, man.
Dennis had a chance to gain a stroke. He could not execute.
Oh, wow.
Josef Berg with the awesome putt. 2 birdies in a row for him.
Elvis finding himself another turkey.
Yeah. 9 under is looking really tasty right now. Big putt for Gustav. Cannot be giving up bogeys at this point in the round. The streak ends. 8 birdies in a row. That is one way to put yourself in contention and bring you into the final day.
Hole 17, another longer one here. 640 foot, 195 meter par 4 with a double mando here in the center of the fairway. Basically, anywhere just shy of the mando or just past it is your ideal landing zone. And then we have a delicately tucked in, so not too crazy, green here.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of players kind of just throw towards that mouth, just like that. Could get a little more aggressive. The double mando sets up that you can get aggressive and penetrate the double mando.
Yeah, I think part of that.
Oh no.
Little slick tee pad action here. I think just adding insult to injury for Josef today. But because of the staggered nature of the double mando, you can play a righty backhand pretty easily if it pushes a little further. So it'll kind of swing more towards the center.
Sets up good for the lefty long range shot if you have it. That needs to turn. Misses the Mando. It's tough for Dennis. He cannot be taking these mistakes this late in the round, especially when Gustav is not getting up and down for a birdie.
Oh, the one tree to beat. Forward progress nonetheless. That's an interesting play.
Just tries to go up and over at this point. Looks like he threw from the drop zone. Dennis will be throwing from the drop zone as well.
Overall, I think a pretty fair drop zone, to be honest.
Yeah, if you miss the Mando, puts you right at the Mando. Good spot. Allows you to get up and down for par if you execute your shot. Gustav will be taking his par. And Josef looking at another high number. Dennis lets that one sail. Another double. That is the third double bogey today for Mr. Batty. Dennis, that is not a bogey you want to take. I mean, you're right around that cut line. You're seeing two other members of your card outplay you, so you better hope the other card is not coming out firing. So we're going to move into the final hole. Only 61 meters, par 3. Little touchy shot to finish it out. Slightly raised basket. We did see a big up and over to the left. We might see that again. Depends on if these players are feeling cheeky.
So far, we're having a little trouble getting out of the mouth here.
Wow. 0 for 3, and here's that up and over I was thinking of.
And at this point, what does Josef have to lose?
Yeah, the wind sets up for it too. It's a slight left to right, it looks like.
Oh, that's actually really damn good. It's just going to fade out. No, it's going to fade out.
Wow. Pushes the woods on the right. We'll see if he has a look.
I think a little too much wind there, actually.
Yeah.
As we can see here, it's a very forceful left to right, just pushing that one over as well. Oh,
Dennis just trying to throw it in at this point. He knows he's probably not in a good spot to move on, as 3 under was not enough in the first round. Or barring any issues on the other card. Little flick roller. Dennis just trying to throw it in beforehand. Josef just trying to get out of here at this point. As Gustav decides to lay up, he took a look at the scores, saw that he was in. As that's it for Josef. He can rest well for the off-season, come back stronger than ever next year. But story Elvis and Gustav Dahlén. Bringing it down with a 9 and a 6. Dennis throwing away some strokes there at the end, just trying to come back. But based on the numbers, that's looking like a score that's good enough to bring you into the final day as Free Tee Off and Jim go buck wild, tearing it up. Second round playing at the course really shows. I mean, a 10 under from Free Tee Off. That is the Cinderella story here. Him and
that
Jim.
is amazing. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. We appreciate everyone tuning in, and we will see you on this fired up final round for the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship.